School musical. I mean, I know most of you don't care, but most of you don't watch me. My last video got like 4 views. And I bet all of those were like my mom and like maybe my brother, possibly. My brother doesn't even watch my videos. But since I figured this is my channel, I can do whatever I want even if nobody watches it, I'm going to be talking about the Shrek Musical. Because when I first heard of it, actually about a year ago, I just had heard some whispers on the wind about a crazy Shrek musical. Why would they make a musical about Shrek? And to be honest, yeah, that I thought the same thing. Like, okay, Shrek, a musical? Now, I know that some opinions are conflicting. A lot of people really love Shrek the musical, and a lot of people, like, wish it would just have never existed. And if I'm being honest, I really like it a lot. I'm just kind of like an extra. I don't even have any lines. I'm just kind of ensemble. But, I mean, I'm lucky because I've never been in a musical. I'm so surprised I got cast, to be honest, with y'all. Anyway, I'm very surprised I got cast. I'm very grateful for the experience because the more experience you have, the more likely you are to get cast as more main roles, obviously. And of course, if you have the talent, which, I mean... Anyway, Shrek the Musical is actually, in my opinion, I mean, better than the movie. I know that Shrek has become like a meme. It's really disturbing in some aspects, a lot of aspects if we're being honest. But it's really, I don't know, I know a lot of people don't like it as a musical. They think it's not supposed to be a musical. It never should have been. It's an abomination. I just really like it. You get more attached to these characters and you can understand their motives better because obviously a play is longer than the Shrek movie. But besides that, I think it really shows more backstory because in the movie, okay, now this is becoming a Shrek versus movie versus musical. Okay, whatever. It can be whatever I want. This is my channel. So in the movie, you just kind of hear about Fiona and you first see her when she's rescued. In the musical, depending on which version, most schools can only get the rights to the version where Fiona comes on in the beginning, where they're giving Shrek's exposition, which again, they don't give Shrek's exposition in the movie either. And so they give a little bit of exposition about Fiona, but it's very brief, not as much as Shrek, because, you know, that would spoil what I'm about to talk about next. And so there's this aging song, and it shows how she's had to cope with all these years of literally being isolated, which, let's all be honest, if this was in real life, she would be severely mentally... I mean, like, you can say, oh, in the musical, she is kind of crazy, but no, she would have, I don't even want to go into that right now. The psychology of that is crazy. She would have been, she'd be so messed up. But it gives you this reason to, because, I mean, obviously, most of us, I mean, I'm not going to say all of us, because there might be that one person who watches me from India has been locked in a tower. Oh wow, that was really racist. I'm really sorry. Please don't stop watching me, person from India. I just can't... Well, I guess there could be someone in the United States locked up in a tower watching me via their neighbor's Wi-Fi. But we can relate because Fiona, she lives these years through storybooks because she doesn't have a life of her own. And then Shrek, it shows how he was sent away and he was taught that he was ugly and terrible his whole life. And I don't know, the exposition just makes you get way more attached to the characters. I think you can see their chemistry much better in the musical than in the movie, because in the movie they just kind of like look at each other once and then they're like, oh, I like you. And then there's like a montage that doesn't really show you anything. But here it really shows that they actually have chemistry and they're actually very similar. Even though they are different, opposites attract, but they still have similarities that bond them together. And then there's another song that shows them that where they like, it's like a sing-off where they battle against who had it worse in their childhood, which of course is very comical, but also it shows you what they both had to endure and they both had issues. It's, I don't know, I like the message in the musical a lot better. I mean, I know it's very similar to the message in the movie, but I think it portrays it betterer. So, yeah, I just really enjoy it, and I have lots of blankets because it's slightly cold, and, you know, so I'm just very lucky to be a part of a play, especially since, yeah, a lot of reasons. I have no experience whatsoever, you know, all that. I am very lucky I got cast at all, but, yeah, if you have not seen the musical, and you're not, like, one of those people who hates musicals, then you should definitely watch it. It's on Netflix. The Broadway version, which is obviously usually the best because it's Broadway, clearly. It's got the best set pieces, all that, you know, because they've got a budget to infinity. I don't know if that's true. Don't take my word for that. So, yeah, that was me talking about Shrek for, let's see, roughly 7 minutes. Wow, I can really ramble. So, thanks for watching, if you watched this far even. Over to my outro. Go ahead and click subscribe. Get out of my swamp, please. Yeah, I cannot believe, I will be so surprised if anyone watches this video. I literally just ranted about Shrek. Bye.